$500,000 from 1 acre of land. This is how farmer Ray Tyler turned lettuce into a farm empire.
We gross over $500,000 a year, and currently we have between 3 to 4 full-time employees, 2 of them being in management overseeing certain aspects of the farm.
But Ray's journey didn't start with success. It started with struggle.
My name is Ray Tyler, and me and my wife, Ashley, we started our farm back in 2009 when we first started going.
Ray and Ashley began with determination. No trust fund, no silver spoon, just a radical idea that 1 acre could support a family and employees.
I talked to a manager of a Olive Garden here locally, and they were paying $2 a pound for salad mix. I'm not going to get out of bed for $2 a pound of lettuce.
While big farms were racing to the bottom, competing on price, Ray discovered something revolutionary. The right customer would pay up to 5 times more for the right lettuce.
Probably the most would be 1,000 pounds a week. So right now, January is our lowest peak of production. So we're probably at 300 to 400 pounds.
Think about the math. At $10 per pound, that's $4,000 to $10,000 in lettuce revenue every single week. But here's what most farmers miss. Lettuce just isn't another crop. It's a cash flow machine. Then came the moment that changed everything. Spring 2010. Ray's first farmer's market with high-quality lettuce.
So in 2010, when I first started selling, that was one of the first crops that I recognized early on that I felt was going to be a relatively easy crop to grow. And so that first spring in 2010, we did very well just selling lettuce. We had other crops as well.
Week after week, the lettuce sold out. Customers were even pre-ordering it. That's when Ray realized he wasn't just selling lettuce. He was selling something that was a premium product that people couldn't find anywhere else.
It's a very popular crop. It was very clear to me early on that this was going to be the one item that if I could figure out consistent production through the shoulder seasons, the dead of winter, dead of summer, that this could really help cash flow our farm dream. So from the time you seed to the time you can harvest, you're looking at 7 to 8 weeks. And that's really good. Say a tomato, you can be easily at 4 to 5 months from the time that you seed to the time that you're getting that full harvest window from that crop.
While other farmers wait months for tomatoes, Ray turns his inventory every 2. This is a fast cash flow business model for a small farm.
Obviously, different crops can have different profit margins. Do you think that 30% margin translates equally over to lettuce?
I would say lettuce, probably 75% profit. Like, it's insane. It's crazy.
75% profit margins for a farm. Let that sink in.
I would say easily someone could gross $100,000 a year if they had some kind of tunnel structure that could help them in that shoulder season go through the wintertime. That to me would not be hard at all whatsoever. But the question is going to be, what are you going to do with your soil? How are you going to take care of that? And how much lettuce do you really think you could sell at a price point that makes you profitable?
But Ray learned the hard way. There is a ceiling here. You can't just grow lettuce on lettuce forever. But success came with a hidden cost. The soil was dying.
So if you're going to grow lettuce on top of lettuce month after month, you're going to run into some serious problems.
Ray had a choice. chase short-term profits and burn out the land, or slow down, build up the soil, and build a business model that could last.
If that was the only crop you wanted to grow and sell, I think that is definitely possible, but you do have to look at your soil health. That can be worked around either by adding, say, a few inches of compost, good quality compost that's been tested between each crop rotation, which I've done before, or you're doing some kind of cover crop, or maybe another cash crop like radishes or turnips or maybe kale. There needs to be some sort of system in place that takes care of your soil. Because if you keep growing lettuce, you're going to end up with a piece of ground that won't be able to grow lettuce for much longer.
He chose the long game, and that decision made all the difference.
I know there was one season where my wife and we were doing about 400 pounds a week. It wasn't too difficult. If that's all you're doing.
2 people, 400 pounds a week, $4,000 in revenue. The math is simple. The execution, that's where most people will fail.
My wife is now no longer working the farm, full-time stay-at-home mom, which has been a really big step for us. And so building the farm to work for us has been a massive part on our success.
This isn't just about growing lettuce. It's about designing a better life.
I have not yet plateaued on mastering this crop. I think we'll get easy to 750 this year. And that is because each year, as my soil health gets better and healthier, and we never miss a beat, and we're getting our disease and insects taken care of, where our yields are going up every single year. My team is getting better. Our infrastructure is always improving. We're never stopping. I'm projecting that we're going to cross over the $1 million mark in 2025.
1 acre, $1 million. Not in Silicon Valley, in rural Tennessee.
And I've just found with myself in helping hundreds and hundreds of farmers, lettuce is key. Number one.
After years of trial and error, Ray wrote it all down. Every success, every failure, every mistake.
I have yet to find and talk to a farmer who doesn't say, if I could grow more, I could sell it. But I just can't grow it consistently. It is a massive driver, I would say, worldwide.
The demand is there. It always has been. The question is, can you meet it?
I would say lettuce is under that 80-20 principle, the Pareto principle. It's the 20% of the crop that we're growing that's given us 80% of our profit.
Here's the truth that most market gardeners won't tell you. Not all crops are created equal. Some barely break even. Others, like lettuce, build farm empires.
At this point, I am very confident that if you have the production and the systems in place, and you have the sales and the people to do the task consistently, then a $1 million acre farm, soil grown, not hydroponic, not a microgreen farm, I'm going to say I definitely see that $1 million mark arriving very quickly. So that's what's possible.
Ray Tyler started with an acre and a dream. He's proof of what's possible, and that small farmers don't have to think small. They can think big and make big profits. The only question is, what's stopping you? If you enjoyed this video and you want to learn more from Ray Tyler about growing lettuce, be sure to check out our 10-part lettuce series right here on YouTube. And you can also check out Ray's book, which I've linked to in the description below. Thanks for watching, and as always, be nice, be thankful, and do the work.